Welcome back to Kadria's ultimate escape plan. If Uncle can't help her, no worries, she'll find her own way. Seeing her stubborn attitude, Uncle decides to throw in a life or death showdown. He starts firing at the air, almost yelling at Kadria, "Just knowing how to pull the trigger won't keep you alive long. You wanna be a smart killer." Watching Uncle's crazy antics, Kadria grabs her backpack, realizing she's in for the long haul. Fast forward 15 years to California, where two cops are on duty, when suddenly, a drunk lady decides to park her car. She exits the car slowly, marched into the precinct, only to find her bag contains a library card. Then she collapses on the table, too drunk to respond, so the chief locks her up for the night with coffee, hoping she'll wake up. That same night, a mob boss gets dragged into the precinct by federal agents. It's turning into a real police party. Late at night, the woman seems to be in dreamland, but once the lights go out, she wakes up channeling her inner seven. She pulls out her secret night gear, busts out a stealth mode, and pops open her cell door. Then she proceeds to implement her water drop plan, transforming herself into a mad scientist. She agilely crawls her way up through the ventilation ducts, nimble as a cat, precisely at the moment when unexpectedly a fan decides to go on strike. The on-duty officer hears the fan stop and goes to check it out. Nothing suspicious here, he thinks. He tosses a coffee cup into the trash like it's trash day, while the guard in South Precinct rushes to the loo Kadria is on the. Just as the man turns, Kadria gives him a roundhouse kick and sends him straight to heaven. That's how she sneaks into the South jail, grabs a gun, and heads over to the mob boss cell. "I'm here to collect your debts." After the gunshot, all eyes in the precinct turn towards her. The man gets caught, and the whole city goes bananas. Amy again. Instead of going back the same way, Kadria slips through the vents. She's not escaping, she is making a dramatic return. It's a treadmill room. She needs a different route, and sneaks back to the women's cell. She slides back into the cell and snaps the door shut, changing back like a pro. This case catches the FBI attention, and Ross is super puzzled. The dead mob boss wasn't just anyone, there's an orchid insignia on him. Now that's a major clue. But she's gotta appear for questioning in 10 days. The chief orders the scene to be sealed off, whereas Kadria has already silently slipped away from the police station, moving stealthily just like a thief. She quickly changes into new clothes and calls her uncle, who's now her customer service. The agents realize this orchid insignia has shown up on 22 dead bodies over the past 4 years. This is definitely sending a message to the cops, so they launch a full-on investigation into her. Steven decides to go straight to Lewis because they know exactly what that orchid symbolizes. Those orchids only grow in Colombia and on Lewis' partner's card. That black orchid is none other than Kadria's. Lewis has to clean this up, but he knows it's that girl behind it all. Kadria gets home, cranking up the music, dancing like no one's watching. She leaves the orchid insignia to lure out her parents' killer, and her boyfriend's a struggling young artist. 2 days later, the boyfriend meets up with Uncle to prep their next assassination. Once there's an orchid passion, a cleaner breaks the silence. Kadria, sorry. What is this? Let me tell you, this is an assassination hit list from the Kadria family. Those dogs she owns, they'll only bark if she says so. And her latest target? That hefty lady over there. Security is standing guard outside the mansion, and then a skinny silhouette sneaks by. What? It's Kadria. To slip by security without a sound. She stealthily glides through a giant fish tank, elegance and secrecy. The boss awakens to find a whimsically psychedelic painting adorning his belly, and he discovers the deceased bodyguards surrounding him. Oh, and to his surprise, there is a blue flower quietly blooming in the very center of the fish tank as well. FBI Ross quickly calls, only to be told he needs to request clearance from the CIA. This call sends him into a tizzy, but he has to decline. He contacts Lewis' guy, Mark, suspecting they might be inching closer to him. Mark orders his crew to find every Colombian they ever met, got to track down that girl's family. Meanwhile, Ross steadfastly zeroes in on his target, demonstrating unwavering determination and refusing to give up.